Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is the third part of our playlist in which we are going to show you how to create a job portal web application using Django and PyTorch. So in the last two videos, we showed you how to create a virtual environment and make database with relationships in Django. So today we will be using the database to create a register page, a login page and a home page. So let's start by creating this register page. Go to your code editor and first of all the models that we have created are to be registered. This is an important step. So in admins.py, you need to specify all the models that you've created. We created a company, candidates, and a profile model. So we have mentioned those in admin.py. Let's start by creating a user registration form. So in the forms.py file, create a class called user registration form, and we're going to inherit from the user creation form class, which is predefined in Django, which has certain user creation fields. In addition to that, we are going to add our email field. So in class meta, we're just going to specify which all models we are going to be using as our database. And in the fields, we are going to specify the list of fields like the username, password, password 1 and password 2. Password 1 is the password and password 2 is for confirmation of the password. Now, as our form is created, we are going to use this form in our register user function. So here we have created a function of register user, and we are passing in the request. So if that request method is post, then the user registration form will be saved in the variable form. If that form is valid, by checking it using the is valid function, then we save that form, and then we can store the username in our variable username so that we can use it in our message. So this messages dot success will be displayed when the account is created. So it will be like a pop-up to show that account has been created for that user. And after the creation of the account, it will be redirected to the login page so that the user can log in into the job portal and view the home page and other applications. So if the request method is not post, then an empty form will be passed. So this print form is nothing, it's just for the confirmation that the form is there. Then after doing this, we render the register.html page. That is, we just display the HTML page on our browser, and we are going to pass the form dictionary into it. We'll show you what it is used for in just a second. So this is a register.html page which extends main.html, which is the base HTML file. So let me show you what it exactly is. So this base HTML file contains all the styles and links to different style sheet that we need for our whole project. You can get the source code from our description link. I'm not going to explain everything now. So in the main.html, this page would be called in each of our other templates so that we don't have to write the same code again and again. So we're going to include the nav bar here also, and this is an if statement for our messages. The message which I showed, the account is created one. So this is to display that message on the top of the page. So let's get back to our register.html. So after that, we are going to load our crispy forms. So crispy forms is inbuilt in Django. So if we use crispy forms, then we don't need to style our form. The Django will take care of it. After that, we load the static files. Static files are nothing but our external CSS or JavaScript files. We are not using a static file in our project now, but it is a good practice to use one. From here, our actual content begins. So this is the block content and end block where it ends. So as you can see, I've created a division and container class. This is a register heading that would be displayed. So we're going to use the form dictionary that we passed in our render function, and using crispy we are going to style it. So this is for that, and we are going to put in the register submit button after that. So we have also put this one line that if the person already has an account, then it can go to the login page directly and log in from there. So now, so this was the register.html file. Now let's go to the urls.py file, and here, as you can see, we have already mentioned the path to our register page and have given it the name. And here is the part to the login page. We are using the inbuilt login view of Django, so we don't need to create a separate function for it. So in the login.html file, again we are going to do the same, extend the main file, load the static one, and load our crispy form. So here is the block content. The form will appear over here under the field set form group, and we are going to have a submit button as well for this one. And again we are going to ask that if the user does not have an account and wants to register, then we can click on this register link over here and specify the register URL in the href of a tag. So this was all about the login page. Now let's create our home page. So the home page would display all the job openings. So all the company details would be displayed on the home page, and the user can apply to any of those. So first of all, here we are going to create a function called home in our views.py file, and we will accept the request argument, and we're going to check if the user who is requesting the access to the home page is authenticated or not. That means that Django will check that if the user has logged in into his account or not. If not, then the registration page would be displayed in the else part, and the user either has to register first or log in to access the home page. So for now, we are just going to display all the companies that we have in our database. We are not going to integrate a recommender system as it is a bit high level. So we are going to show you the web application part first and then integrate the uh, recommender system. So here we are going to use the company model, and we are going to take in all the columns, that is all the objects of that company model, and store it in companies. And in the context dictionary we are going to store that company. If the user is authenticated, then this would be redirected to the jobseeker.html page. So that is our home page for now, and the context would be passed in as an argument for the render function. Now let's go to the jobseeker.html page. So in this, everything else is the same. We are going to extend the base class, load static, and this is our main block content. Here we are using a for loop to iterate through all the companies. So like, if suppose two companies have posted their jobs, company 1 and company 2, so this C object would be one for each. So first the company one, name, salary, experience, position, etc. would be printed. So this is nothing but the columns in our database tables. So you can check in the models file what all column attributes you are using, and we'll be displaying it as cards on our home page. So here we have also added an apply button which does nothing for now. Now let's go to a website and see how does it work. So first of all, as we have added the crispy forms, we are going to install it. Django dash crispy dash forms, and now it will get installed. So now we will also install pillow for image handling. Okay, so everything is ready now. So let's run our server. Python manage dot py run server. So using this command, we'll run our web page on the browser. So there's no error. So let's see the output. Okay, so let's go to our register page. So using a register page, we can create an account for the user. I'm putting dummy values into the registration form. I've put some dummy values just to check if it's working. Yeah, see, you can see the message is popping up over here that account has been created for XYZ username. So the Django has redirected to the login page. Now let's log into our account. Okay, so as you can see, our home page is visible over here. So right now we haven't posted any jobs, so it's just showing us the heading. So that's it for today. If you like this video, then please like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe as we make unique content like this on our channel. Click on the link on your screen to watch the next video to proceed with the project. You absolutely can't miss it. Thank you.